Hello and welcome back to Talk of the Tynesiders. Today I'm joined by Gateshead new summer signing, Ryan Wombwell. How are you doing, mate?
Good, thanks yourself.
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much for joining me. So firstly, Ryan, obviously before Gateshead, you were at Sunderland in their youth setup. Firstly, when did you first start at Sunderland and how was your time there?
I started at Sunderland a couple of years ago, under 18 level. Had 1 year in under 18s and then moved up to the 23s last year. So I had 2 years there and it was really good, really enjoyable. It was a good season last year, getting to the playoff final. Played with some really good players who are still at the club and who have moved on. So yeah, it was a really good experience.
Yeah, well, and so what's the setup like at the Academy of Light? Is it good compared to, say, other places you've been at?
Yeah, really good. The training grounds obviously top draw, good facilities. The coaching staff and the way the academy's run is also really good. Yeah, they've brought through quite a few players who have moved on to bigger and better things really. So yeah, it is a really good setup.
And so obviously this summer though, you left and then you went to Gateshead. So tell me a bit about how that happened and like when you got the call saying, like say for example, Mike said, come and sign for us. Tell me about what happened.
Yeah, so it was a few weeks before the Sunderland season ended. I came in, trained for a couple of weeks. Yeah, and I just felt really good about it. All the lads were great. I really enjoyed the training sessions and I could just see myself developing there. And after a couple of weeks, Mike and Buster had got in touch and said that they wanted us to sign. So I finished the season at Sunderland and it was a no-brainer really to come to Gateshead, and I'm glad that I did.
And so what's it like in the dressing room under Mike and Buster? Like, is their philosophy with football good and is it a good spirit in the dressing room?
Yeah, really good philosophy. I think they've got all the lads buying into the same cause. Everyone's pushing in the same direction, and I think that'll make us strong this season. And we've got a blueprint in how we want to play with the ball, without the ball. So yeah, we're confident in ourselves, and we've had a good start of the season against Kettering. We're just looking to continue that into the next few weeks.
And you mentioned obviously the good start, and also a very good preseason as well, only losing one game, and you played a lot of preseason as well.
Mm-hmm.
So how was that to obviously get out there and prove yourself in those games?
Yeah, it was good. We had different type of tests. Obviously, we had the local teams, which got we ready, got our fitness up, and a few tougher tests towards the end. Hartlepool, Newcastle, South Shields. So yeah, it was a good mixture in pre-season, and I thought we'd done really well. Obviously, the South Shields game was a bit disappointing, the result, but there was positives to take from it. And we had a 2-week break before we played Kettering on Saturday, and I think you could see the improvements from the 2 games. So yeah, we learned a lot in pre-season, and yeah, I think it got we're ready for the season coming.
Of course, a big bank holiday weekend coming up for Gateshead. You've got 2 games in 3 days, I should say, against Chester and Guiseley. So what's the preparation like for those 2?
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a quick turnaround for the 2 games, but we've got a good squad. Everyone's going to be getting used, but whoever comes in, whoever plays, it'll be no different. So we're just looking to get another two wins on the board, and I think that's doable with the 2 games that are coming up.
And you said obviously the whole squad will be used there, but of course it's a good squad that's clear to see. So what is the aim this season? Is it to be as close to the top as possible?
Yeah, definitely. I think like you see with the players that we've brought in, there's a lot of quality, a lot of experience as well. So I think we've got a team that can be challenging right up the top of the league this year, and I've got no doubts that we will be.
And of course, you yourself, what aims do you have this season? Do you have any personal goals, targets, or whatever?
Yeah, just to get as many games as possible. Obviously, I've been playing 23s, which it's a different step up to this level, playing against like senior players, older players. So just to get as much experience, many games as I can, and I think that'll prepare as well for the future.
And so who are you close to in the dressing room? Who do you get on with the best? And who do you have a laugh with?
All the lads have been great since I've came in. I've known Adam Cameron for every club I've been at. I've been there with Adam, Newcastle, Sunderland, Gateshead and boys club, so I've known Adam for years. So it was easy settling in, knowing lads. But since I've came in, everyone's been brilliant, and there's a real close dressing room, and it's a good place to be in.
You've played quite a few positions as well during your time here already, sort of
Yeah.
centre back, right back. So where do you feel most comfortable on the field?
I feel comfortable all over, really. Like you said, I've played either full back or centre back, but I'll play anywhere really. Wherever I'm asked, I'll play.
In goal?
But I've felt comfortable at centre back so far. Obviously with Mike playing in that position as well. I've picked up things from him, things from Louis. So I think centre back is somewhere where I'll see myself playing.
You're not going to go in goal though, no.
No goal now.
But yeah, and of course, obviously, the attack of the team is very good. So, what do you make of it all? Like with say Adam Campbell, Macaulay, just to name a couple. Do you think that
Yeah.
they have what it takes to score enough goals to fire you towards the top end of the league this year?
100%. I think all four have been really good in pre-season. We've got options like obviously Blackie came on for the second half last week, and he made an impact. So them four will be pushing each other all season to be starting games. So yeah, it's good to have that competitiveness in the squad, and it'll make everyone perform better in training and perform better in games as well.
And finally, just to wrap things up, of course, fans are now back in football stadiums, and you've had a couple of games now in pre-season, and of course the first game against Kettering with fans in the National Stadium. So what's that like to play with fans, cheering, chanting, and creating the atmosphere?
Yeah, it's really good. Just gives you that bit extra, I think. Obviously the first couple of games, playing at home under the fans, it was really good. Different experience for me, coming from youth football 23s, but it does give you that little bit extra, and to hear them cheering you on late in the game, gives you that second wind to keep going and to push in, and I think that probably showed on Saturday. We came under the cosh a bit in the second half, but we got through it, and all the lads stuck together, and with the fans behind them, there was no doubt really that would get through it.
And I'll just quickly add as well, obviously, in that Kettering game, I know you didn't play, but obviously watching from the sidelines, the second half things did drop off a little bit. So has that been worked on this week to try and improve playing throughout the whole match and not dropping off in that second half?
Yeah, it has. Obviously, it was disappointing the second half, but we learned things from it. And I think we still looked a threat on the break. And in possession, we'll always show that quality. So in the game coming up this weekend against Chester, we'll be looking to carry it through the full game and not just the first half or the first 60 minutes. But I think that we'll be able to do that because we've worked on it this week in training.
Very good. That wraps things up, Ryan. Thank you very much for speaking to me.
No
That's all we
problem.
have to say this time. So thank you all very much for watching, and how are the heed?